Greetings, my excellent friends. We return to Baldur's Gate following last stream's explosive encounter at the fireworks factory, in which I was altogether rather underwhelmed by the state of the place. The quest involved the pigeonholing of your options and the bugginess of that dude at the counter who apparently crashes games as a hobby. I mean, I can't lie, that is a power move, but I feel like it could probably stand to be addressed. Anyway, in my off-stream life, I'm 2 out of 3 on Sea of Thieves Pirate Legend requirements. I just need the gold hoarders now, which right now the double rep thing has started, so probably after my stream I will work on that. And so yeah, tomorrow's stream we're either gonna get it or we're gonna like get close to it, or I might already have it if I overdo it after stream today, or if the double rep is really that good. Probably is. Then I believe we get to unlock a secret tavern and have some sort of ceremony. The other thing I've been doing, I finally got around to doing Sniper Assassin Hitman challenges, bit by bit throughout the week. I'm not done yet, but I was right not to stream those, because holy shit, some of those are literally just, shoot 2 little objects at the beginning of the stage in order to set the targets on the path, then wait until the 11-minute mark and shoot a 3rd thing and you get the challenge. There are a disturbing number like that, and most of them you can't do in one session. Not to mention, if you shoot anything during the waiting time, you might accidentally throw someone's timing off and then ruin it. They're real bad. My point is they're real bad. Well, if not that, then there's the ones that are just fucking, like, difficult. Like, the 3rd map has a challenge for killing every target, and that sounds like not much, right? But remember, Sniper Assassin, the bodyguards count. So it's not 3 targets, it's 17 or 18. The 3rd one, which, yeah, all 17 targets without shooting them. You have to shoot environmental objects that kill them, which means every single one of them has to be next to a fire extinguisher or a droppable item, or so you just have to keep successfully getting the timing on all of those, because once you shoot them, they're used. You can't shoot them again. And once everybody starts panicking, which they will, then they start running. The only way I was able to do that one, and I was, in fact, the fact that I managed it is the reason why the reason why this stream is happening, because an hour ago I decided to do that achievement. Because basically I just thought, alright, I got an hour and a half before stream, and I finished the other things I need to do today. I'll just do some of these. And I found this one. It said, oh, this is the hardest Sniper Assassin challenge of all of them. Like, fuck, now I have to do it. If I was still stuck on that, you'd probably be getting a notice saying, hey, I can't focus on stream right now because my brain is killing me. But the way I was able to do that challenge was by watching a YouTube video of a guy who did it in 3 minutes and watching it 5 seconds at a time and then perfectly replicating everything he did. And that took 4 goes. But then it finally happened. I do not know how else I could have done it. Because, like, you have to set everything up and then have it all go the right way, and then you need to, like, know where these people... Like, in a weird way, it gets easier towards the end, because when you've only got 3 targets left, they're easier to monitor. And you're like, okay, now that guy's running under this stupid light, I need to shoot out the light. Okay, now that guy's running near a canister, I can shoot that canister. Like... And the video had a number of, like, traps set where I didn't have to worry, because, like... you shoot a wire and a bucket of water, and then magically 3 dudes end up dead from it later on, and you don't have to follow those guys. But you had to do it all in the exact right order, or else someone would be out of place. Anyway, bad. It's bad. Did not have fun. I do have fun with it as a mode, but I don't have fun with a lot of those challenges. But like once you figure out, because and by figure out I mean once the internet tells you how, a lot of things that don't look like hiding spaces for bodies are, and so you can get into sort of a rhythm with it. So I'm enjoying myself, but I'm very glad I didn't stream it because yeah, it's the challenges are either tedious, obscure, or precision perfect difficult, all 3 of which are bad for stream. Like, I'm impressed that I managed to play almost all of regular Hitman on the stream without having to do too many instances of, sorry, I need to follow a guide for this. There were a few. But pretty much, yeah, every second thing in Sniper Assassin is either follow a guide for this or here's 10 minutes of nothing. Neither of which are fun to watch, so yeah, I just fuck it. I might, the next time I stream Hitman, I might go into those 3 Sniper Assassins and see if I can do... See if off of memory I can do SA runs. Because that's interesting. Trying to kill them all, you know, efficiently and quickly without off of memory, and that doesn't matter if I fail because I've already got all the criteria. But the actual grind of getting that criteria, oh shit, no. No. No, there's not 50, there's 47, Grefter. There's 47 urns on the map because the man's Agent 47. Do you get it? It's like it's one of those clever little like number things. It's like how the second one has this crane that you can control. If you shoot off the control panel, there's 2 arrows and then there's a stop button, and you shoot the buttons to make it move left, right, or stop. And you just shoot the buttons over and over again. And there's an achievement for crushing all 3 main targets with it, which requires you to A, figure out how to get them all to meet up underneath one of the bays, B, get it to stop in exactly the right spot, and C, get it to drop at exactly the right time. That process takes 13 minutes. But there's also an achievement for not killing anybody with it, but for moving the crane and dropping the container in Bay 4, raising the container again, and then dropping the container in Bay 7. I don't even have the energy to sigh about it. Anyway, everybody in Fellow Gears is dead. Except for Willow, who was thankfully not in the building when it happened. Don't know where Willow is now. We have explored everything down here except for this building. So what's the deal with this building? Wombush kept warning me away from it, but I'm not sure if I'm waiting for something or if there's just a specific entry he would like me to take.
Here we go.
Philgrave's Mansion.
Philgrave's Mansion.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's a hole. There's a wall that can be opened. I don't know if there's an actual proper entrance. What was that? Oh, here. Why is the chest illegal? I dug it out of the ground. Oh good, another smoke powder bomb. And this guy was complaining about something that's sitting out here. It is involved in a later quest. I just noticed that there's actually no proper entrance. It's either the wall or the hole. Well, it sticks out, and we've visited everything else, so we're not going to lose. My only priority is not losing anything, if you get me. Like something in a mix going undone. So yeah, if this is the only building here that we haven't looked at, and we are going to be sent back here, same as like the murder tribunal. I don't mind missing that because I know we'll come back. We've done. Oh, yeah, if we go down this line, Sorcerer's Sundries and this mansion is all that's left, which is great. We've also got Old Garlow's house over here, which is related to the Hag Survivor quest. I do want to go there, but we might go to Sorceress's first. We spoke to that druid a long time ago. Fits the firecracker. If you sell firecrackers, this is a fucking weird place to do so. Right outside. Oh, you're a weapons trader. Never mind.
Carlack Cliffgate? That can't possibly be you, can it?
Fitz! If you want a sight for sore eyes.
Where the hells have you been, girl? Last I heard you'd run off to Neverwinter, and that was what? 10 years ago?
Neverwinter. Who told you that?
Well, it's never winter in hell.
Said you didn't even give notice.
Ha! That prick, but... Never mind that. Look at you. The years have been good to you.
I won't lie. They have.
Well, go on, girl. Tell me everything.
First thing first, you saw the news, didn't you? About Archduke Gortash.
Right? Oh, I'm sure the fox will make a great duke of the hen house.
I think you were the only thing that kept him a little honest. After you left, things got dark, fast. I got out while my soul was still intact. Started working for an arms merchant. Still in the trade, as you can see. Met my fella Gregor that way. Been together 8 years now. And Carlack, we've a little one on the way.
Fitz! That's incredible! Congratulations! Mum life, huh? You're going to be incredible.
Gods, I hope so. Even after all these years, it seemed to happen so fast. But now that you're back in town, you must come to ours. All of you. We'll have a good supper, catch up. You can meet Gregor. And the little one. In a few months. Are the two of you together?
Uh-huh. Isn't he handsome?
Absolutely. You're well suited. I can tell just by looking at you. Pleasure to meet you, by the way.
I can't tell you how good it is to see you, Fitz. I'd love to come have dinner with you and Gregor. We're in the city on some urgent business, but can I come find you when it's all settled?
I'd love that. Meanwhile, if you're still in the business of intimidation, you should take a look at my stock.
Carlack's answer to that question in your first game was, "Oh, hell no!" Like in an "I don't like you" way, or just a "No, we're friends"? Because, like, I get that, but when she was saying, "Hey, you should all come for dinner," I was gonna say, "Yeah, meet my friends Minsk and Jahira." The dead shot. Very rare. The number you need to roll a crit is reduced by 1. Double your proficiency bonus when rolling attacks.
Nature's servant awaits.
When the archer Frederick Durlusk died, his only request was to be buried with his favorite bow. Clearly they didn't fucking honor it if the bow is now hanging out in someone else's stuff. Is this a... I'm not great at noticing the weapons from previous games. Or perhaps this one was from 1 and 2. This would be very good on either Minsk or Karlak. Right, but here's the thing. Wouldn't it give him both? Like, it would give him both values because he's going to use it to volley, right? Whereas Karlak would just have the crit reduction. Because she'd be throwing... She'd have that applied while using her other weapon. I think.
Met my hamster.
Ah, so brutal critical, yeah. Okay, so in that case I do not know... Oh. Didn't even pick that up. Who this is better given to. But let's take a look at what it's replacing. So Karlak's benefiting from higher initiative, which I do like.
Another day, another dodgem.
Whereas the long arm of the Gur seems less good overall. It's got a +2, but... I like this on her because she's not using it, so she's just benefiting from the initiative buff.
This city reeks of
Like...
evil. Or perhaps Boo just needs to bathe.
It's hard to say. But I think no matter which one we give this to, I would not give the other one their weapon. Because, like, yeah, these ones... This wouldn't help Karlak very much, and the other one wouldn't help Minsk very much. Do you know what I mean? Because Karlak's taking a benefit from her bow based on her not using it, whereas he's taking the bow itself as a +2. And the undead bonus, but that's obviously only counts against undead. Yeah, I'd say that just like her current one is doing more favors for her specifically than his is doing for him specifically, so I'll give it to him. If that makes sense. Is there anything else we want? We probably don't want a flail. Depending on what kind of damage this weapon does, it also gives a condition. Which I guess is related to its ability. Yeah, you just pick one. I mean, that's a funny idea, but yeah, no one's building for flails. Created by a warmongering Rakshasa and kept for a time under the careful watch of an astute noble named Lord Diarnis. Where do you get your inventory, Fitz the Firecracker? My god. You know, actually, I think I use this in BG2. Yeah, because I usually follow the Heravon build with you get a Fire Mage, Flail, Axe... Yeah, no, you build the Flail of the Ages in that quest. You build it at the keep. You get all the different parts you put together, and it's a really good fucking flail. Huh. Yeah, that was a +5 or some shit, wasn't it? Like, that's the thing, you upgrade it. So you can, you get it, and it's because you're adding heads to it, right? There's a bunch of heads on the flail, and each head adds a +1. And has a different element. So you're hitting with all the... This is a fucking joke. What happened to this poor weapon? I guess they've rebalanced it, but, like, that's just sad. Otherwise, you just have some regular old +1s. And arrows, but... Yeah, we'll just buy the dead shot. Where is the dead shot? There it is. Damn it.
Great to have you back, Karlach.
What the hell's happening over there? Salamander summoned Cat. Astoundo the Lesser cast Ray of Frost on Cat. Cat is immune to cold damage. Cat disappeared. This has apparently been happening 5 or 6 times while I've been talking to everybody. Well, we'll find out what's happening over there. Karlach would like to speak.
Hope that wasn't a lie. I hope we do get to meet up with Fitz when this is all over. First step, save the city. Then, save myself. And last but not least, dinner with an old friend. What more could you ask for?
A cookie? Astoundo the Lesser, Salamander, and Astoundo the Greater. Ha! There is a cat over there. One that isn't being attacked and summoned and resummoned over and over again.
Need something for defense? Or maybe offense? Either way, I've got what you need.
No. Do I have... Yes.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
So saith the wise Astoundo.
Hold, Seeker! Have you come to swear yourself to Shress by my paw?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Yes, yes! Together we shall spread the word of the wonder in her every paw step. I will sing her name in the streets, and you will bring her prayers to those suffering 2 legs instead of 4.
Praise Shress.
Yes? Will you now heed the most splendid Shress's call?
I'm not sure Shress is the goddess for me.
Shress shall mourn your absence, but always honor your capriciousness as her own. May your dusks be long, and your hunger fleeting. Yes? Will you now? Ah, a fellow priest. You may walk on 2 legs, but we still see eye to eye. May your dusks be...
Sure thing, religious, vaguely Matt Berry-esque cat.
Yes? Will you now heed...
I just felt like it was better not to question him. Gloomy Fentonson.
My God! Is that Fitz?
Yes, we just spoke to her, and it was a very... Karlach, are you okay? Did you get knocked in the head back at the fireworks factory? Because, as far as I remember, we mostly kept you out of the fighting. But there were a lot of explosions.
You in need of protection, friend? Huh. What am I saying?
Everyone's in need of protection. Don't be shy. This armor can't keep you alive if it's sitting here with me.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were a condom salesman. Armor of Agility. Very rare medium armor. Add your full dex mod to your armor class. No disadvantage on stealth. Saving throw +2. That sounds like good armor.
My boot craves the crunch of unvirtuous nethers.
We just bought him the scale mail, but it's better. He doesn't need fire resistance. Well, he did. He needed fire resistance one building ago, but you know what? We're done with that building now. And that's true, we do want to kit Astarion out as well. Even though the purple isn't necessarily his color. We can address that. We can dye it again. Do you have some good dyes as well? He does. Peach and apricot. Harlequin black and white. That might be good for Astarion. +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2. I don't see anything else except for the armor. Everything else is pretty standard.
City's got a dangerous air to it these days. Only makes sense to take self-preservation measures.
Thanks for the condoms. Like that.
Justice walks on 4 feet and sleeps in my boot.
I still want to make everything he wears purple.
Let's get going.
So where's the purple dye, or did I use it all? Indigo. Go with indigo.
Sleep with one eye open, evil. Maybe
Gripping
both.
your pillow tight. Oh, there's the purple. That's the way. Now, I want to take care of this sooner rather than later, so let's put that in there. I think the graceful cloth can go to the camp chest, but I would like to dye this again for Astarion.
Never a dull moment.
Indeed. Let's see. What would it look like? Pale pink. Oh, can I not? There we go. No? What the fuck do you mean there's two? Huh? They're both in his inventory. Do I need to stand with him to make this happen? May do. Yeah, but like I put the thing in his inventory is the point. I don't know. let's try some others. I'll go with the Harlequin black and white. No. It's a bit understated. Black and furnace red. That sounds like Astarion. I don't really see the furnace red. I was hoping for the black to be accentuated by the furnace red, but all I see is black. Oh, so if we open him up and turn him inside out, we'll find it. I don't know that that's... You know, we could go with the lush burgundy or the gorgeous maroon. We just don't have a lot of it. Go with the lush burgundy. Yeah, sure. And maybe get his cape as well for... Oh. And we do have enough for the boots. He fits in with everybody else. All these black and ones don't seem to do a lot for the specific armor, but then that one worked, so I don't know. I don't get it. Here, have some more bombs, by the way. I don't really need them. Everything extracted, but now I think that added to my weight rather than lightening it. Who has an alchemy pouch that I can swap over?
All right. What now?
Watch your elders and learn.
This will take some time. I wish you could just pour the contents of a pouch into another pouch. The problem with Minsk's is that I try to keep them all on somebody who's in the active team. Also, I will eventually run out of party members to do this with if I do it that way. So it's like I'll eventually end up here. I can multi-select. Can I? Well, shit! Don't expect the shift-click thing to work in video games. That does, in fact, make it easier. I feel like these guys should be using the voice lines from the original game, like Vacho, Vacho, Fairy! Instead of just Ignis. What the hell is a bicocket? This wizardly hat has a little embroidered rabbit inside its lining. The rabbit is called Snowball, and once he was lost, never to be found. It's a cat, it's a hat. It's a hat for dickheads. Huh.
Never wanted the easy path.
We've got a waypoint there. Lower City Central Wall. Very good. Stormshore Armory is the name of the place that we just visited. There's some people we can speak to watching that. Let's watch that. Ermlaut.
Guess there are other uses for magic besides fighting off invading cultists. But I wonder if these mages shouldn't be in the battle.
Not with the spells they're casting.
Guess there are.
Duddy Dudderkin. Ultheg.
Beautiful. What colours? Reminds me of the sparkler tricks on Raya's night.
Ke. I said Ke.
Cool. Seriously cool. My favourite violet colour is like dark violet because it's the most cool.
Drara.
Sweet! A magic show! It's been ages since there was any fun in this city.
Zerillo. I said Zerillo.
I'm gonna grow up to be a great wizard and wade through my enemies with spells of fire and blood. Mostly fire.
And the fire will bring the blood. Ma Festina. I said Ma Festina.
Just look at her. She hasn't been this excited since her birthday.
Well, this isn't Dragon Age, so, you know, spells of blood isn't going to get you immediately arrested and tossed in a hole. Now, which Astoundo should we speak to first? Greater or lesser? Like, would it be insulting to Astoundo the Greater if we approach Astoundo the Lesser first? I guess we could just split the difference and talk to Salamander, but we should work our way up to Astoundo the Greater? That's true. Okay, we'll start with Astoundo the Lesser.
Verily, behold and stuff. Just like Astoundo the Greater says.
Hey, Demon Dragon, that's a vaguely threatening message.
Yeah, I mean...
Great, isn't it? These are just cantrips. I can keep this up all day.
Yeah, why don't you cast a wish? That'll really fuck him. Oh, it's not about my gameplay. That's good. You got your groceries delivered and the lady drove away with her back door open.
Behold the sacred illuminations of the mysterious ancients. Back off, Chop. You're too close. Do you want to lose your eyebrows?
I can do it too, dickheads. News hawker Jason, who has picked an awful spot to try and get attention from the populace, but some people are there.
Come get your copy of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. When the mouth speaks, the city shakes. All right there, Chief. Can I interest you in a copy of our fine broadsheet?
So they put their confident kids in the city square then, I see.
Suit yourself. If you change your mind, I'll be here all the time, really.
Don't have labour laws in Baldur's Gate. Not for adults and not for kids. I don't even get to eat.
Oh, bloody believe it. No more puzzles. A travesty.
Got the itch to wander. Bone Cloak, I'm putting together what looks to be a profitable fungus harvest expedition. You in the... Oh shit, I know those people. You in the mood to join us and get out the city for a while? I got a hot tip about a fairy circle of natterjack toadstools in the Trollbark Forest. Should be enough for both of us. If you're interested, pack your fungus hunter gear and meet me at the end of the next 10 day at the Wailing Wave up the coast in Lathal's Lantern. I'll be watching for you. Dengo Tootlehood. This one's called End of My Rope. Esteemed Apothecary Bonecloak, I've got myself into a fix and need some medicinal advice to get out of it. To deal with my spells for the last 9 months, I've been drinking a daily healing potion following a recipe I got from Baldur's Mouth, except I always double the sherry. The trouble is it isn't working like it used to. My spells are coming back, and I'm afraid to increase the dosage because I saw what happened to Aunt Balmire. What can you prescribe? I'll come by tomorrow for a little consultation. Bug Stillwater.
Find all the remedy and alchemy ingredients you need at Bonecloak's Apothecary.
Oh man, I don't want to go in there. I don't like those two. They're unpleasant. It's not their fault, really. Well, I mean, it's his fault. He was abusive, but it's just not fun to be near him. The Bonecloak Apothecary can be in a variety of different states, depending on what... Well, that makes sense, because you could have killed them. You could have blown up the man, you could have fixed the man, you could have left him unfixed, like we did. Lots of things. Prick Yellow Breath.
Can you believe it? They removed the Baldur's Mouth puzzle section. That was the best bit. And for what? An interview with some lord. I don't care what he's done. I just want my letter games back.
Bring back Wordle! Bring back Wordle!
If they don't put the puzzles back in the broadsheet, I'm writing a strongly worded letter to that editor. Believe you me.
He's a tough one to rattle. You might want to put your best foot forward on that.
If they...
Maybe instead of writing a strongly worded letter, you could send a strongly fired cannonball. Ooh, look! The police are bullying somebody.
Which is it? Do you mind? I'm in the middle of an interrogation.
What? Why? Okay. Why? But why does the cop sound like a high school girl getting interrupted by the teacher while she's having a conversation with her friends? Do you mind? We were talking here.
Those agents of the Absolute aren't gonna act themselves. Now leave me to do my job, eh?
That's her fucking attitude ends! Is she gonna do this next? You remember the flaming fist, just swing your axe at somebody, it'll get the job done faster. Fist Agrilix.
She's really going for them, isn't she? Quite impressive, really.
Why do you sound drunk? You're on duty.
What else is there to know? Wouldn't want her to catch me stumbling home from the tavern on a dark night.
What a thing to say after what I just accused you of.
Wouldn't want her to
Right then. Fist Caroline.
Don't look down your nose. It's got to be done. Followers of the Absolutes are everywhere.
Fist Caroline. Ba ba ba. Haven't heard that version of that song.
Move along, please.
Drongo Bixworth?
Those agents of the Absolute aren't
Wait, I can't talk to Drongo?
Loitering's what you were doing. Loitering.
I suppose you think we are working for the Absolute too.
Let me talk to Drongo. Don't give me the fist. Let me talk to Drongo.
Look, we weren't doing nothing, all right?
So you were doing something then?
I just want to go home.
And that's the real tragedy. Because you're a video game NPC, you're literally never going to leave that space unless I, like, kill you or something.
Oh, didn't know standing in the street was a crime.
Yeah, we were loitering.
Can't bloody believe it. No more puzzles. A travesty.
I do like that she just walks around shouting her complaint in the hope someone will pay attention. Right, so this is the Highberry's house. We've been in. Did we go all the way up here? Yeah, we did. We just didn't come out into this balcony because I must have looked at it and been like, nothing there. And Cora lives still. No one's come after her again. All right. I think that's everybody in the square. Unless there's anything along this path here. Which I don't think I would have taken before. But I've probably been... I've been here? Have I spoken to Sister Lockhorn and Lolo Fuzzletoes? Probably? I know I've spoken to them.
I'll never understand people who don't want to be famous. The more the people like you, the more you can get away with.
Right. Now, for some reason, you can't talk to Lolo Fuzzletoes, but you can talk to Sister Lockhorn.
I never wanted to live in the city, but the opportunities... There's nothing quite like it out there.
Well, it's hard to get famous in the wilderness, unless you've got a live stream feed. And I don't think they do those in Baldur's Gate. Alright! Minsk, I think you're going to have to take a break. We want to bring Gale into this building, don't we? Any objections, speak now. Not here. Gale's one of the three over here.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for? Wonderful. Lead on, then.
Lead on, McDouche. First, we gotta get you to level 12. So, what are we giving him? He's got Sunbeam, Otto's Irresistible Dance, which is 10 turns of not being able to do anything except dance. Stunning. Ottiluke's Freezing Sphere, a ball of churning ice that can be launched instantly to generate a frosty explosion. Eye Bite, you know that one. Ah, Disintegrate. Actually, the question is, what do we have scrolls for? Might have a scroll to Disintegrate. We have Ottilukes and Ottos. That's what we have. We don't have a scroll of Disintegrate. We also have Eye Bite. Yeah, by grabbing those, we'll make sure we pick better. I want to learn a level 1 because it has no scrolls. I mean, fair enough. It is quite telling, because, like, a wizard can cast pretty much everything arcane. Like, I as a bard had a smaller selection, warlocks have a smaller selection. The only things that wizards don't have is divine shit. Right? Well, I suppose they can't do, like, Eldritch Blast. That's too warlocky for them. I mean, I want him to have Disintegrate, and we don't currently have a scroll for it. So I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, sure, we'll pick something that he can't conceivably learn. Oh, feet, that's the problem. Let's make him even smarter. That won't turn him miserable or anything, will it? I don't even have gloves on him. Here, have telekinesis gloves. Pretty sure you already have telekinesis, but it saves you a spell slot and you don't have anything in there. What can I say? We just don't use you much.
Let's move.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
One day I'll catch a break. Quite ready for you.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
I don't remember him being willing to use the powers. I guess he is.
Soldier.
No time to rest.
Alright. Oh.
Come out, or I'll have to come find you, Loroakin.
Come out and fight me like a man. Not the most polite song I know, but it's the Irish ancestry. Aridin, are you having some trouble?
Let me back in. I'll bring Loroakin out here, you tin tube.
You tell Loroakin I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at?
A loud man blocking a doorway.
Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it.
In a manner of speaking. I don't think I have anything to fear by telling them the truth. If he wants Aelin, I mean, he can try. I found the night song. Turns out it wasn't a relic. It was an Aasimar.
An Aasimar? Hells. If I'd known, I'd have asked for more gold. Kidnapping costs more than theft. Don't forget, I'm the one who gave you that contract. I want my cut.
She is a divine being, and I'll cut you down if you go anywhere near her. That's less cleric and more decent person, but let's go with it since we have it. I don't usually do intimidation, but Aelin is a friend.
I ought to knock some sense into you. But you know what? I'm too goddamn tired.
You know, I was able to beat you when I was like level 3, right?
You mark my words.
Where's Ratchet, Clank? Hello? Well, we don't know what you are. Fine, I'll do one. No. If you told him she was in the camp, he would have attacked the camp
Whatever
later.
magic powers the armor is beyond your knowledge.
Don't waste a step.
I do want to just see if Aelin has anything to say now that we've spoken to Aridin. I think no, but maybe.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you?
A wizard called Loroakin is looking for you.
Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin?
He put out a bounty for your capture, and now there is a violent mercenary looking for you.
Let them come, and let them find me. Dame Aelin will strike down any who seek to bring her to harm's home. Yet, it is better to cut off the head of the snake than to let its slithering snakelings swarm us unabated. This wizard must be held to account. I will wring his neck until he's dead.
Well, let's not push her then.
Let us travel to his chambers.
Oh,
his
okay.
lair. We will see him undone, in the style of the dead, unburied Ketheric Thorm.
I'm coming with you.
My darling.
Maybe I don't want this right now.
Won't you?
Well, we'll go back to
be a
here.
swift and
We'll enter the building. We'll go to Aelin later. I don't want to start a fucking war before I've explored the place.
Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. And don't forget, I'm the one who gave you that contract. I want my cut.
Meh, meh, meh.
I ought to knock. If she's out there, I'm gonna...
You gonna foot?
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Ah! They really don't want me passing this check. Well... yeah, they really don't want me passing this check.
Whatever magic powers the armor is beyond your knowledge.
Not a terribly important one.
Look around you. Indulge your curiosity. Sorcerer's Sundries is the finest purveyor of magical miscellany for miles around.
Where's the axes?
What they sell is far more precious than mere sword or shield. They sell knowledge, ingenuity, the wisdom of mages past.
Oh, hey, Big Clive.
No pork either. It'd be your body. You'd make the rules.
Water Elemental, hello.
The water elemental appears to turn towards you, showering everything with a bracing mist. The water elemental's form shivers before you, a damp patina dripping off your skin. The water elemental's...
Now, why doesn't it have anything to say?
Something good here. I hope.
I'm your mother. That's not funny. I think it's very funny. Might just be there's not much left. Well, you're wrong. If you're bored and I'm wrong, where have Jeremy and his mother gone?
I don't know if this has been read before or not, but I'm looking at the end of this book. To be the chosen of a god is to be empowered with their very essence, and to be the chosen of the goddess of magic herself is to possess unparalleled mastery amongst mortals in manipulating the weave. Some would consider such beings to be demigods, while others would see them as servants, powerful and rare ones for sure, but servants nonetheless. In the current age, Elminster Ormar is known to be a chosen of Mystra. It is fitting, of course, that the finest wizard known to most would claim such a title. But was he chosen for his magical prowess, or is that prowess derived from his chosen status? Some embittered scholars claim Elminster's favour is rooted in an amorous past with Mystra herself, but this author finds such a feat to be no source of shame, if true. For a lowly mortal to seduce a goddess? Bravo, sir! One can only suppose that the bunk beds of Candlekeep twitch with dreams of repeating the act. Yeah, Gay, I'll have that for your library, since apparently it's not stealing. Didn't mean to. Ramazith! Hailed by Volo as the sage extraordinaire and by many grumbling parents of impressionable young women as a bloody nuisance, Ramazith Flamesinger was a wizard of great renown and little discretion. Living in Baldur's Gate, this figure went missing some time ago. It was rumoured that he grew romantically involved with a nymph, and idle gossip tells that they ran off together to live in some strange, peaceful place. But gossip is not so reliable, and no one really knows what became of him. You do.
The lava elemental looks at you placidly, mere unfathomable heat beating against your face.
If the water elemental is the humidifier, then what the fuck is that doing here? The Origins of Mystery, I think we've read. Yeah, Mistrill, yada yada.
You make a fine point. Very efficient you've been.
No fish, only chicken, beef, and vegetables. No pork either.
It'd be your body. You'd make the rules.
Another gold wormling staff. Head across and Thalita cross.
I want a pet elemental, but Mumbus says I'm not old enough. I wouldn't let it die like the goldfish, though.
Why did Karlach just get hurt? Oh, because you're walking in the lava. Well, don't do that!
I'm your mother.
That's not funny.
I think it's very funny. You might want to...
Well, you're wrong.
If you're bored and I'm wrong, where have Jeremy and his mother gone?
Wait, Jeremy? It says your name is Heather.
Have you seen how much the prices have risen? Might as well be throwing my gold straight into the lava elemental.
I'd do that as a joke, but it would probably be interpreted as an attack. Don't walk in the fire, don't walk in the fire, don't walk in the fire, don't walk in the fire. The Apprentice's Champion. Uses of magic for particular quandaries. To reveal invisible traps, fairy fire. Bypass glyphs, fly or gaseous form. To block harmful spells, counterspell. Doi.
Figaro's. To pick up some hair ointment for your father.
Ye Follier of Karsus. This ancient water-damaged tome is largely illegible except for this part. Did Karsus, mystic, autodidact, in all his vain glory, disdainful as ever of received wisdom, proclaim that, crisis-bound, he would safeguard the magic tapestry of old wizardry by supplanting the failing weave god Mistrill with another immortal guardian, wiser and stronger of mind? Who could that be? Asked the Netherese, amazed, and Karsus gave them reply, Who but I? Have I not mastered all spells that are known, and diverse others that are not? Have I not forged this crown, thrice finialed, that shall convey into my brain mind all the enchanted wisdom of Netheril, yea, indeed, and of Mistrill herself? It shall be so. Canst thou but hold up a fucking moment, implored Lord Shadow, until... Right, but wasn't there a corpse in this building too? Yes!
Look, a bookseller. She can point us to the tome I need.
You're after nothing but the best. And luckily for you, that's exactly what I have. The best necromantic charms in the city. Or your money back. Just think of the possibilities once you have a fresh, high-quality, completely safe zombie at your disposal.
Gods, but it stinks! Oh, and it looks like somebody melted most of its flesh off. I'd be a laughingstock with that lumbering round after me.
Now, you and I both know that being undead takes a toll on us. We also do a range of fetching liveries and complimentary perfume spritzers. All seasonal, of course.
Complimentary, you say?
I think it's very funny.
Schools of Magic Abjuration. Creation and destruction, aye, they have their place, but what of prevention entire? The School of Abjuration is the great full stop, the no that meets the caster at the end of any
I've
phrase.
a lot of domestic tasks that are, quite frankly, beneath me.
They excel at all those humdrum menial chores. They're particularly good at cleaning, especially food. happily eat anything you put in front of them.
It is rather a pain to clean up after dinner parties.
Word of warning, mind. Make sure you empty them frequently. Otherwise, you might have a gut explosion on your hands. And everywhere else, really.
Empty them? How? Oh, you know what? I'm not sure I want to know.
I thought this was a murder scene.
Do you think that zombie looks fresh? Is fresh good? I never know with zombies.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy this. I think you'd have a good first couple days, then things would go very badly, and he would not give you your money back.
Quiet, please. I'm trying to decide if shelling out for one of these things is worth it.
And I'm trying to tell you very loudly, and that no, it isn't. If you're an active necromancer with the spells and the experience and the ability to handle this fucker, then go right ahead. But if you're just a housewife looking for a maid, hire a maid!
Excellent low-cost bodyguards. And you can't be too careful.
The newborn zombie gazes at you hungrily, pus drooling from its slack jaw.
Sorry, I don't have Speak with Zombies cast on me.
Plus, even if they lose a limb, they keep on going. I sold one to a wonderful old gent for property protection. A trespasser chopped its arms off, but it still chewed right through their ankles. They won't be trespassing anywhere else in a hurry.
Elminster by Cherish Holdoman. This text does not approach the wizard Elminster with the near fanatical affection many scholars lay at the feet of his legend. It seems to condemn mealy-mouthed assertions of Elminster's greatness. Take this passage from chapter 6. I spoke to a serving girl at the roadside tavern in the boonies of the Sword Coast. I told her I was researching Elminster. Who was Elminster? Well, he was this astonishing figure in the arcane community. He'd shed the blood of the world's most cunning villains, like Manshun of the Zentarim, shared his bed with a goddess, and inspired hundreds of magic wielders to explore themselves, the craft, widen the scope of their ambitions. She nodded politely, and I pressed her. Had she truly not heard of Elminster? Miss, she said, aside from random drinkers in here, I know 8 people. 9, including my dog Binky. Those were nice little stories you told, but what has this Elminster to do with the price of butter?
Not very, but it might.
The eternal invitation, the yes to abjuration's no, the school of conjuration is the mage's mighty beckoning to the wonders our world has to offer.
I tell you what.
It also gets a lot of mages killed when they conjure something with a willpower that they don't control.
I'll think about it.
Apologies. I'm with a customer at the moment.
Yeah, you need a face cloth, mate. Wait, the zombie's dead again? No, there's... Right. The corpse is still on the field, just its guts now. Right.
I can tell you're a discerning customer. You're after nothing but the best. And luckily for you, that's exactly what
A copy of Songs of the Wind by the Wizard Elminster. This edition is not annotated at all and old enough that it might be part of the originally printed set. Perhaps just a compelling reproduction. He recalls the magical school of Windsong Tower in the elven city of Mithranor. One section of Recollections has this for an opening. There's a pergola that lecturers gather under at the wintertime ball. Someone gets a block of oak wood from the great bough of Windsong, and they all pose as the block fetcher sculpts the image into the wood using its transmutation spell. This little ritual is so bleakly funny, I can barely recall it without feeling like I need to wash my mouth out with lime juice. Anyway, the lecturers talk turkey, paying a special attention to the body language of the people around them, because these are not simply colleagues, they're also rivals in the strictest sense of the word. There is no such thing as a lecturer without their foot in the competitive stirrup. They're a jockeying lot, and the way they view the world outside their tenure and status is tantamount to the way they view students. Something to be tolerated, moulded in the warm clay of their fantastic brains, projected, then sculpted, like images in oak wood. I would know. I was the one taking the picture.
happily eat anything.
Handfuls of assorted mushrooms. You just rather have too many mushrooms.
Perhaps we ought to ask what they have in
With regard to items, these are often overlooked as a source of substantial power and importance in the progressions of one's skills. Rings, amulets, even pieces of appropriate armor can provide the needed boons to elevate one's practice beyond the standard. Oftentimes a single item is the difference between ignoble defeat and magical victory. Downfall of the Iron Throne. That'll be fun. And with the downfall of Sarevok, the city's Mages' Council was asked to make a memorable example of the Iron Throne, whose criminal headquarters squatted like a dire toad in the centre of Baldur's Gate, looming over the disgusted citizenry its thugs had so recently preyed upon. The council, hastily convened, decided upon a dramatic demonstration of the city's rejection of the Iron Throne, and 17 of their number joined their magical powers in a 48-hour ritual that concluded by levitating the Iron Throne building from its foundations, conveying it across the docks and out over the deepest channel of Grey Harbour, where it was plunged beneath the waves and fog to be seen no more until it resurfaced in Baldur's Gate 3 as a dungeon, no doubt. And in this way, the most prominent symbol of the bloody reign of Sarevok Anchev was obliterated. I'm right, aren't I? We're going to go into a sunken version of that building at some point. The path to Elminster. From the hand of Ramazith, in silver hand are wielded season's might, flame and torrent, wind and stormy vote. What left for those who witness as it mauls, but the wish to see it beckoned at thine call? Such knowledge cannot help unlocking doors, so you, likewise Elminster, might set your course. Fables of Faerun 1, the Dim-Witted Drow. Long ago, in the city of Menzoberranzan, a drow wizard called Zad shut up studied magic in the Academy of Sorceer. Each 10 day, the Archmage would ask Zad to demonstrate his newfound skills, and each 10 days, Zad would fuck him up. Sorceer educates only the brightest of pupils, warned the Archmage. Your scholarship must improve or you will be expelled. Which in drow society probably involves having your head cut off. That very night, Zad slipped out of Menzoberranzan to seek the hidden city of mind flayers, Orindal. The library there boasted the most complete body of knowledge in the whole of the Underdark. I'll learn about all that is and ever was, vowed Zad. The Archmage will have no choice but to keep me. Oh, you think the mind flayer library is in the form of readable books? Yet the longer Zad searched for Orindal, the more lost he became, his body weak and his stomach empty. The drow fell to the ground and reality faded. Zad awoke within a large circular hall lined with tomes and tablets, untold knowledge etched upon them. Orindal! I made it. I will know everything, he exclaimed. A wide smile crossed Zad's face. He barely noticed the tadpole wriggling just above his left eye. Yes, said a voice in Zad's head. Everything. Magical Histories Volume 2, The Spell Plague. In the infamous calamitous year of 1385 DR, a conspiracy between the goddess of darkness Shar and the goddess of dickery, Cyric, sought to end Mistra's control over the weave and influence over the realms by cravenly getting her dead. But instead of merely breaking the goddess of magic's dominance, her death threw the weave into utter chaos and collapse. Magic spells faltered, failed entirely, countless spellcasters were killed or driven insane, a vast storm of blue flame arose from the Mare jungles and swept the continent, churning and reshaping the land, leaving whole regions devastated. For the murder of Mistress, Cyric was sentenced by a conclave of gods to 1,000 years' imprisonment. Toril would face nearly 100 years of upheaval before Mistra could return once again, reinstated as goddess of magic in 1480 DR, thanks to the efforts of the legendary wizard Elminster Ormar and the events of the Second Sundering, to be fully explored in volume the next.
Let's have a look.
Enchantment. Enchantment! What is the world but a curtain-framed show of villains, heroes, steeds, and royals? And who directs them where to gamble, where to pounce? The School of Enchantment offers its service as director for the cosmic farce. The Shadow Weave. Cautious treatise on the power of the Shadow Weave, a counterpart to Mistra's. The Shadow version is in some way more potent as a source of magic, but it's unreliable and volatile. Shar, Mistress of Shadow, has a much more fickle nature than Mistra, and according to the author this manifests as a seemingly fraught and dangerous position as vigilant. Dangerous to those who tap into her font of arcane excess, that is. Tolna Tonemonger.
Discussion.
Literature department. Can I help you?
Yeah, actually, Gale wants to talk to you. Let's do you later. I'm just trying to talk to all the unimportant people and read all the unimportant books first, you know what I mean?
Time to press ahead.
Impractical Magic Volume 2. During an era called the Time of Troubles, a good many changes befell the world, not least of which was the fracturing and reassembling of the source of all magic, the Weave. Though most of the world has recovered from that era, some sites remain scourged of magical power. Cut off from the Weave, they nullify all magic and spellcasting nearby.
Might have a bit of that catnip decoction left, as long as Lord Portash hasn't gotten into it.
I really wish you hadn't called the cat that. It feels a little improper.
Impropriety's the least of our worries with that mad colt on our doorstep.
Lord Portash!
Be careful what we say in public is all.
Lord Portash! With regards to summons, their uses are uncountable. This mage's preferred utilizations include as intrepid scouts and as to what I call wasters in battle. Summon your noble friend to your side, send them into fray to tire your foe. Do not develop an unnatural attachment to these summons. They are magical, not actual. A fiction of weave, air, and light. Shuna Huanji.
Would you mind if I finish browsing before you muscle in, please? I was here first, actually.
I just wanted to know where you live so I can speak to your cat. Lord Portash must have a wonderful wealth of stories.
I'll have you know my elbows are much sharper than yours. Don't start a jostle you can't finish.
God, the temptation to just unleash a disintegrate on someone who talks to me like that.
Still here?
Wait, there is a cat. Oh, it's conjured. Never mind. Can't speak to a conjured cat. Lester Farrower.
One moment. I'm trying to work out how many pinches of mugwort is equivalent to one of Mother's Leaf.
Fascinating.
So what do we have?
Weed moss, mugwort, incense, 6 handfuls of assorted mushrooms. You can never have too many mushrooms.
Perhaps we ought to ask what they have in the back? If anything.
I don't think it'd hurt. They'll probably have even less tomorrow.
I did not find what I'm looking for. Perhaps you can swap garlic for blood staunch. Worst case scenario, you just wouldn't stop bleeding. And stink.
That's a pretty bad case. There is a tadpole here, but I don't know that we can pick it up safely. Absolutely not, we can't. And considering we don't super duper need them right now, I'm not going to take that risk. All is what it seems. Or is it? The School of Illusion posits that reality can be recreated and remade according to the whims of the practitioner, bringing intention and will to our chaotic world.
What's in here?
Just don't use them in limbo, they'll go wrong.
I saw somebody go up to
The Second Sundering. In the years following Mystra's assassination, the planes of existence were in upheaval. Lord Ao, the Hidden One, over-god of all deities and mortals, sought to rebalance what had been thrown into disarray by renewing the Tablets of Fate, those most sacred of artifacts that kept whole worlds in check and found balance between order and chaos. The very portfolios of the gods were rewritten, and several who were thought lost found themselves returned to life and power. Heralded by Elminster, Mystra found her magic restored and portfolio returned to her. Once again, the rightful goddess of magic found herself to be the custodian of the weave.
This is ludicrous. My complaints will be heard.
Never forget the importance of components for casters of every make and kind. Verbal, somatic, and material must all be utilized correctly, meaning one must be certain not to fall victim to silence or restraining, which would prohibit one from casting one's intended spell.
I'm sure you'll manage. It's not as if your clothes are bare, just shout.
This man seems unhappy.
I shouldn't have to wait until I've got nothing left. I need to be prepared. We all do.
Hector?
Where is the famous Leroican? His shop is a nutter shambles.
You're a nutter shamble.
I'm not moving from this spot until Leroican comes and speaks to me personally. I will be heard.
Oh, believe me, you're being heard. You're very loud. It's just a matter of fact of whether you're being listened to. Capillaries?
There's not much left. Looks like folks heard the Absolute was on the march and bought everything that wasn't nailed down.
They like to do that.
Find what you're looking for. My advice? Cobble together what you can from what's left and wait for this all to blow over.
Oh, is he panic buying? Now we've read the spell plague. That's it.
What do you mean? Not one for customer service.
Is that potion of invisibility not stealing? I can't tell.
Apparently Leroican can.
Not stealing.
Need to find a way forward.
Yo, Big Clive.
Many things, I suppose.
Excuse me, can't stop. There's only so much shopping time left before the Absolute breaches the city.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Did I not tell you I was busy? If I have to hole up in my basement without my favourite parchment, I'll go spare.
There's not much left. The Absolute.
I have a complaint and will only speak to the owner about. Yeah, that's stupid. Anyway, all right. We've done the perimeter of this floor. Tiernan Want.
You're a fellow bargain hunter, I see. The hidden gems here are far better value than the rare books Tolna keeps locked behind the desk.
Sure.
Rare? Might as well mean cursed. What's wrong with some classic Elminster? Maybe a nice bit of Volothamp Gedon.
Get on with it.
I'm sure there's gold in these stacks somewhere. No, this was here last week. Two copies of this.
So we have Roland at the desk. All these papers are the Night Song advertisement. We don't need to read that 90 times. Let's speak to the book lady now and speak to Roland and go upstairs after we deal with her.
How can I help you?
Why are you whispering?
Shh. These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence.
How are you feeling, books? Still sensitive? I'd be interested in any especially rare tomes you might have. Now, let's just take a look at our actual wares
Scrolls,
first.
parchments, codices, tomes. Take a look and see what calls you.
Where's the scroll of disintegrate? What have I not read? I believe these are all new. Shit. Some of them have gotten buried in the middle of my inventory. Here's one. A Hunter's Guide to Hags by the legendary dwarven ranger Amandine Hartwood. Text in this excerpt has been underlined several times. All but the most arrogant of hags, from Night to Bure, know that death is a possibility. As such, they won't hesitate to bend the rules of the material plane to escape death's clutches, returning stronger than ever. To do this, hags use of all things the common and humble mushroom. By imbuing these spore-producing fungi with her essence, she can endlessly revive herself. Neither blade nor bow will do these fungi lasting harm. The very twisted magic that heals the hag defends them. Instead, fire is your ally. Burn the mushrooms to ashes, and your blade will strike the hag's heart true. But a warning, Hunter. Even in death, the hag is dangerous. Be quick, be swift, and be deadly. ABC, the Liches and me. T is for Tarulvar, Red Wizard of Thay. U is for the Empty Loop, the death that does not die. V is for Queen Vlakith, the Lich Queen of the Gith. W is for Dread Wulgrith, the Scourge of Direwood. This book describes an elderly spellcaster's years learning the art of enchantment. Cold and frigid was the day I learned that to fail in charming a better wizard was the most dangerous game of all. I first met Cavalier in Draithwaite at a Kalishite barroom. The game was a complicated play of cards I hadn't mastered, but being young, foolhardy, and overconfident in my abilities as a student wizard, I thought I'd use my minimal talent with enchantment to gain the upper hand. Quietly did I seek to charm the feeble old woman to my left. She appeared to me a parochial sort, and unlikely to put up much resistance to my trick. I'd been blown against the barroom's back wall, then up to the ceiling and back down again before I realized this feeble woman was none other than Cavalier in Draithwaite, Master of Charms, author of the very textbook from which I'd learnt the enchantment I attempted to use against her. After she gave me a good thrashing for my audacity, we became lifelong friends. Harping by Moonlight, An Approach to Life by Elminster Ormar, the Sage of Shadowdale. The text is rife with observations and personal introspection such as this. I've never understood why people talk about evil as if it's a point of view. I find that tawdry and stupid. Evil and good are as present in our world as gravity, and though their interpretation is displaced across the garbled noise of culture, they actually remain reasonably constant. Just because you cast fly doesn't mean you've broken gravity. Even the god who gives a cleric her power is just a flue down with which the smoke of good flows. Sometimes I wished we lived somewhere in which these things weren't as omnipotent as they are. No matter how long you study, you can't grapple smoke. I've tried to understand good, to realize it in our world. More and more often as I get older, I feel it just flowing through my fingers. Which isn't to say the things we do are meaningless. We may be puppets toked and strobed around by good and evil, but we can jerk on the strings a little. Extract from a book about the phenomenon of wild magic related by the wizard Bigby to his finest friend and equally accomplished sage, Otiluk. Now look, old boy, I'm not saying that it isn't terribly funny. Hearing about a sorcerer casting the fly spell only to have his underpants turned into butterflies and his shoes into curry-flavoured jelly, that is immensely good fun and ought to be celebrated. However, what gives me the heebie-jeebies is the notion of origin. Where does wild magic come from? We know that sorcery and the like is genetic, that you're born gifted with magic. Does that imply some dominant allele in the sorcerer has overcome the recessive element, the chaotic curl of organic evolution, the wild factor? Worries me awfully, because if it isn't genetic, then what could it be? If magic is inherently insane, then that is a very big problem. That would imply wizards are wrangling something they could turn around and bite us, and that sorcerers are inherently at risk. Troubling, old boy, troubling stuff. Myth Dranan Amphigory. A copy of Elminster's Myth Dranan Amphigory. It's a good edition, well-kept, stiff-spined. Reading an excerpt, you can see Elminster's style coming through the heavy notations scholars have added after the fact. I attended a lecture yesterday by an elven sage about the eclipse logic theory of magic. Sweat beaded her brow. I got the impression she was new to the pulpit and the greedy eyes of ambitious students. The eclipse logic theory, as framed by her, gives the impression that a big enough personality is imbued with a kind of unique magic. Think of an eclipse, with one astral phenomenon obstructing the other, and with variant states of eclipse resulting in the abatement of light and the creation of new and interesting shadows. Transformation by encounter. Personality, this elven sage posited, is like that. On one hand, she's demonstrably right, but while identifying stars, she's missed the shape of the galaxy. Stepping back a moment, we see that while certain iconic people have achieved great things by magical means, the qualities we would describe as their personalities are not fixed, though the extent of their prowess is, if not aligned, then comparable. So while emotion holds power and significance, the scope and weight and taxonomic signifiers of that power eludes us like the dark side of the sun-darkening moon. Uses of magic for particular quandaries. Yeah, we've actually read that one, damn it. The particulars of a single entity plane. This type of alternate plane can easily be used as a trap. Think, for example, the infamous Ginny's lamp or Majira's chest trick. In this type of plane, only a single entity may exist at once. If a new entity enters, the old one is quickly and forcibly removed. If no entities are inside, the plane collapses immediately. So you need to keep someone in there to keep it going. Wizards of Note Lorwaiken. This book appears to be a bespoke edition, not mass-printed like others in the series. A note is affixed to the front page. Dear Sir, though I appreciate your attempt to contribute to our popular series, I'm afraid we are not accepting reader submissions at this time. Furthermore, I would recommend our fact-checker, Hope Candor, for your personal employ, should you wish to attempt to publish this volume under a different name elsewhere. Kind regards, Embra Coyle. Did he write a book on himself and submit it to the Wizards of Note series? I'm not gonna like Lorwaiken, am I?
I saw somebody go up to Lorwaiken's tower last 10 days.
Are so selfish.
Must have blood staunch.
You'll just go roughing up your customers, especially yours.
Well, probably not. No.
How can I help you?
I'd be interested in any especially rare tomes you might have.
Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Lorwaiken was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you?
All of them, but like, if they're locked away, does that mean I could go get them without necessarily paying you? Tell me about Netherese Folly.
It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
That's it. That's what I need.
The Annals of Karsus would no doubt have much to say about the crone's true nature. If only you could read them.
How much?
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The Annals of Karsus are best left unread.
Consider yourself incredibly dipshitty to not only tell me that you have them, but to tell me exactly where they are. I came here all the way from Neverwinter to admire your connection. Couldn't I just peek in the vault?
Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either.
Oh, that's okay. I don't need your permission. I've learned more than enough.
You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tones is enough to stimulate most.
What are you and Baldur's Mouth Gazette doing in here?
This is hardly the time for idle banter. The annals of Carsus are here, waiting to be read.
Which is why it's time for me to take a break. We will speak to Roland when I return, as I don't think there's anybody else in this area that I missed. I'm just gonna move my camera like out here where it's a little quieter. And quick save and go eat some food. And when I come back, we'll talk to Roland, we'll go upstairs. At some point we'll work our way around to the vault and we'll get those rare books. All of them. I'm sure there's gonna be interesting things in the other three too. But first, food. Oh boy, what happened here? Who was using Boo's name in vain? And what's this about cheap viewers? My viewers aren't cheap. I don't pay them anything.
Not a dicky bird. It's really quite. That's why we need the ointment.
Where? Oh, they're all moving.
For a moment there, I thought you actually valued me as a person.
When did they walk over here? I thought I moved the camera, but kept everybody in Sorcerer's Sundries. Well, anyway. They'll come back around. There we are. But yes, what happened while I was gone? Are any of the three of you here at the minute? Seemed like there was a bot. I'm just trying to piece together like what Blue Moon was joking about. And you being off-put by the nature of the bot's message. Anyway, Roland is the only person on the ground floor we didn't speak to.
You! What are you doing here?
Shopping? Me? What are you doing here?
This is, my apprenticeship. It has not been what I expected. Master Leroican is,
a dick? A douche?
A difficult man.
An ass banana?
By his pursuit of the Night Song. I haven't learnt a thing, and I fear it'll stay that way.
A lucky escape, given Leroican's reputation. He'd have little of value to teach you.
But never mind that. What can I do for you?
Do many people ask about the Night Song?
It's all I deal with these days. People claiming their trinkets are the real Night Song. Looking for the mountain of gold Leroican promised. There's even a pamphlet. Take one. They're on the desk.
Oh, don't worry. I've read that before. I'm just here to shop.
Ah, I suppose that, at least, I can help with.
Armor of Landfall. Advantage on con saves. +1 bonus to spell save DC. And starting your turn on plant growth surface or vine surface, you gain hit points. Vest of Soul Rejuvenation. Whenever you succeed on a saving throw against a spell, you heal a bit. You can use a reaction to make an unarmed strike against any attacker that misses. He's got a hat? What hat? Oh. Ha! Ha! Maybe died. Maybe it could be died. The thing that you poor sods simply cannot grasp is how effortless all this magical hooty-wooty casty spellsy business is for me. A very stupid sorcerer at a Wizard Academy ball. I mean, mine probably will too, but like, my horns have clipped through hats, but I think the way my horns are has a habit of making it look okay. You know what I mean? Like, I could actually see a tiefling putting a hole in these hats and moving them around to suit the horns.
Hope you found what you're looking for.
Never hope that I found what I'm looking for. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting it to look this color, but it actually blends with the armor. I think this works. I thought it was going to be blue. No, we don't have Minsk right now. Send it to him. Dragonborn hat. Yeah, that's a. They have trouble. They're doing their best.
Apparently, Leroa can bored. I'm your mother.
How can I help you?
Do we do this? Let's maybe leave it for now. There's other things to buy though.
How can I help you?
Or at least to look at.
I suppose that at least I can help with.
Harper Sacred Striker. A Ring of Regeneration. At the beginning of your turn, it activates and heals you. Gale. Have a ring. I can throw out a firebolt as a bonus action with these gloves. What are my gloves? I need those gloves.
Let us show them how it's done.
Jaheira doesn't need those gloves, though. Minsk has better gloves? Okay. I think Jaheira could wear these ones for, because, like, me, I have my offhand for bonus actions, and I can also throw healing words. Jaheira is the one character that we keep wasting bonus actions for, because we just don't have anything to do with her. Now, once per fight, she can use a bonus action for an extra cantrip. That seems like a good idea. Because what does this do? It gives her weapon attack bonus. She doesn't need that. I think that's it. Everything else is scrolls.
Hope you found what you're looking for.
Well, I hope that we find. Yeah, but I'm skipping the monk armor because we don't have a monk. Whoa!
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If
You know-
you have information about the night song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Leroican's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
I had this briefest flare of hope that when we met him, that he would have a voice like this, and the suspicious looking mop of facial hair. But sadly, no. No, I don't get to be happy here. Interesting that we have 4 portals.
Welcome back, dear patron. Remember that the great wizard doesn't suffer fools who waste his time. Let your knowledge determine...
Ah, plaques.
The night song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
Yep.
The night song is a priceless ruby from a realm beyond our own.
Mind you, we have Tolna's office that we can sneak into here as well. What happens if you go through the wrong... Like, is this a test where Loroakan will only entertain people who know what the Night Song is, or is this Loroagan not knowing what the Night Song is and it's just like a sorting system? I think it's a test, though. I think he'd know.
The Night Song is an ancient potion that allows its drinker to become irresistibly attractive to man and god alike. The Night Song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts.
Right.
Best be on my way.
I'm just checking.
Softer than a whisper.
You can get into this one.
Wonder what's past this.
Well, the door is unlocked.
Mind my step.
Now, the mischief in me wants to quick save and go through the wrong portal to see what happens. My guess, we get flung somewhere unpleasant. Let's find out. I have quick saved, so I'll go back and go through the right one after.
No, this was here last week.
Where am I? I just fucking died?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Basking in Loviatar's love, I revel in the clarity guaranteed by my pain. That's because I had Loviatar's love.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
What happens if you go through a portal?
My way. Let's see.
Was that a disintegrate? I was hit for 97 damage.
For your own personal safety, it is ill-advised to waste Master Leroy's time.
Salutations.
It doesn't kill us.
My pleasure.
Well, at least they seem to use the...
Sing the song of Baldur.
For your own personal safety, it is ill-advised to
No, I think we just lived because we're better than Gale. Let's see if he dies. Doesn't look like he's gonna die. Ooh! Ah. Anyway, I don't need to waste all of that stuff. That is the excuse. Yeah. And the Flaming Fist came asking, dude, what the hell? You know, children could go through those portals, right? I'm going to tell Roland we have information, because now that I see this part, I realize that there's no reason not to. Because, yeah, we're not going to give him the Night Song, but we're going to tell him, hey, so the Night Song is a living, breathing person with a will and a big weapon. I suggest... Well, okay, what do you want with her? Because if what you want with her can be, you know, accomplished through a conversation, then maybe that conversation could be had. I don't think that's it, though. I think you're going to want to do unspeakable things, or shit that she would not be happy with, and that we're going to have to kill you. But I am willing to hear him out.
How can I help you? Then head upstairs, and be careful. Something terrible might happen if you're not paying attention. At the ready.
Okay, that wasn't interesting. Yeah, we go through this portal. Huzzah! What are you doing? Of course.
Hold very still, Nicklaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, Crank. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. McClaw, you may go.
Hello?
I see no night song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the night song in hand? Surely you wouldn't have wasted my time?
You must be the wizard Loroaken.
And you must have an answer to my request. If you want to keep your head, of course. The night song. Do you have it or not?
She isn't in it.
She? Then you do know her. You've been to Shah's temple. To the Shadowfell. You've looked upon the night song's face. Tell me, and choose your next words carefully. Where is she now?
Be careful what you wish for. She'll eat you alive.
I'm growing tired of this repartee, my friend. Let us cut to the chase. Beautiful, isn't it? Worth more than your life, too.
Your hands are so shaky.
I bought it from a Kalashite warlock. There's very little of his soul left to him. It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever.
I'll tell her to come here. Just to give her the satisfaction of ripping you to shreds.
We shall see, won't we? Do as I say, and you will be rewarded beyond imagination. Fail, and you give up the prize to the next motivated mercenary to encounter my contract. The choice is yours, but make no mistake, I always get what I want.
He talks like a Starian. And we are in Ramazith's tower now. Yeah. Loroaken, I have responded out of respect to my counselor Balthazar, who advises me... Oh!
Loroaken, I have responded out of respect to my counselor Balthazar, who advises me that you may prove a loyal ally in the coming fight. I understand you wish to know about the soul cage which binds the night song to me. Details I cannot and will not provide, but the magic itself is necromantic in nature, designed by my aforementioned counselor. I hope your curiosity is satisfied. General Ketherick Thorn.
Speaking of satisfying curiosity, let's just poke around his tower for a bit. yeah. It's not a huge tower. He's level 8. So the Myrmidons are giving him immunity to damage types. And this, which deals a lot of damage. So basically we don't attack Loroaken until his elementals are dead. I mean, I don't really see ways up or down right now, other than the ladders. Hits back very hard. Yeah. I do see multiple floors, but they didn't seem real. Oh, I suppose there is shit there. Yeah, getting attacked allows him to cast this spell, not getting attacked allows him to use his reaction to cast the spell. How are you, McLauer?
You'll bring him the night song, won't you? He'll be so very pleased, so very happy if his plans materialize.
Yeah, at a glance, the way down doesn't seem to be accessible. Oh, hello. Ah. Well, I guess that's something we can deal with after he's dead.
You have a job to do. So do it. Quickly.
I like his hair, the rest of him can fuck itself.
He would seek the power of gods for the pettiest of reasons. His own gratification. At least I seek them for the better of all.
What's that? I didn't quite catch the words, but the insolent tone was clear enough.
Pitying, not insolent. You chase one power without knowing an even greater one lies within my reach.
Oh, don't have a wizard
Crown
dick
of
measuring
Carsus.
contest.
Once we acquire it, your ambitions will be dwarfed. I'll be able to stand against Mystra and wrest her powers from her for the betterment of all.
The crown of Carsus? Nonsense. Even if it still existed, you couldn't possibly handle its power.
Perhaps you could not. But Netherill's power is in my blood. And Mystra? I know her in ways that most mortals can only dream of.
Ah. So it is you. Mystra's discarded lapdog. And now you think your bark is cause to make me tremble?
There is no need for me to bark. My actions will speak for themselves. In time.
Then go. Act. I'll open a fine vintage in your name, once word of your failure reaches me.
Right.
You have a job to do.
Glad I caught that. Good question, though. Should we bring Gale to the fight, or should we swap him out? Can't go to camp here. I'll have to go through the portal. So I'd rather use, for the fight, the people I fight with, but is there Gale narrative from beating Loroaken that I don't want to miss? Enough to deal with not using my regular team. A few lines. Okay. That said, didn't we give Minsk something? Yeah. How does he look with the hat?
Loroakin thinks that tangling with Dame Aelin will lengthen his life. Cebu, wizards, they are just so stupid.
I think we hide it.
Let us find Aelin and extend Loroakin's invitation. It has been too long since I have seen a wizard cry.
So Loroakin covets Dame Aelin. He'll live to regret that once we inform her.
Loroakin's the type to cower behind contraptions and cantrips rather than facing danger. He has about as much spine as a grey ooze. Dame Aelin is likely to tear him in half if she learns of his plans. We should tell her immediately.
If that wizard wants Dame Aelin so bad, I say we give him exactly what he's asked for. I'd love nothing more than to see her grind that wretch into bone dust.
Counterspell, true. He has that
One with the weave.
prepped, right? Can't tell from his active spells, can I? Does he fucking have it? You need to prep it. Prep autos. Huh. That would work on Loroakin if he didn't save, right? Oh. Should we summon a third elemental, or have we got enough? Because he can. Why can't we have 3? Well, ours don't give us super defensive, but well, offensive defensive buffs.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Loroakin hunts powerful game. Too powerful for him, perhaps. Dame Aelin should be informed that yet another ambitious fool lusts after her.
Yeah, but if you do that, you use the level 6 slot, and you only get one of them.
Oh, that guy makes my skin crawl. So, what's the plan? Do we chase him out of town, or skip straight to skull cracking?
Dame Aelin should deal with him. It's her he's after.
All right, fair enough. But, oh, can I watch?
Yes.
If that charlatan Loroakin thinks he can best Dame Aelin, he's even more clueless than I believed. We should inform her of his delusions. No doubt she'll have great fun in dispelling them.
We should tell Aelin that Loroakin is hunting her. She has a right to know.
Also, she'll want to cave his skull in, and honestly, I would not mind seeing that.
Isabel, I need to borrow your girlfriend for a minute.
Keeping very well, I hope?
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you?
A wizard called Loroyakin is looking for you.
Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin? Let them come, and let them find me. Dame Aelin will strike down any who seek to bring her to harm's home. Yet, it is better to cut off the head of the snake than to let its slithering snakelings swarm us unabated. This wizard must be held to account. I will wring his neck until he's dead.
Let's take him down together.
Oh, his end will be one more strand in the great braid of our friendship.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts, all the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Loroakan right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
Oh, bring Isabel.
Aelin left to face that wizard, Loroakan, was it? Even after all she's
Flapping
been
in
through,
the
she
distance.
thinks herself unstoppable, invincible.
She kind of is.
Feels like recklessness to me.
She's reckless but powerful. Loroakan is probably already dead.
I hope you're right. He sounds like a vile, vile man. I'd have liked to get a few licks in myself, honestly. I wanted to help her, but she said she fights better when she knows I'm safe. I understand, I suppose. I feel the same about her.
Is she lost on her way to the door? She's just flying! Yes, exactly. She can take care of herself. No, I'm gonna help her in the fight against Loroakan.
I'll rest a little easier if you do. You fought well against my father. I imagine a rat like Loroakan will be nothing in comparison. Moon Maiden, hear me. Protect the woman we both love so very dearly.
Okay, I think she left now. No more lines, I assume.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
It's probably because the elementals are at the door. Like, they probably, like, literally body blocked her. These wings don't fit through the door or the window. May I smite the wall? No, we don't own this place. We're just renting. Don't put us up for damages. This isn't the fucking whirling in rags, and we are not Harry Dubois. Alright, find the night song. Meet Aelin and Loroakan in Ramazith's tower. Beacon for shitty wizards, past and present. Did he win? He might have. He had like a binding thing. Oh, Roland's here. That's not good. Oh, there she is.
What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the night song, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
My God. The night song is a person.
At last. There you are, my dear.
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aylin. And you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
Oh, my apologies, Dame Aylin. I meant no disrespect. I asked our mutual friend here to make an introduction that I might get to meet the famed daughter of Selûne. Forgive me for that impudence. Perhaps our friend can bridge the gap and do what I believe they came here to do?
Yeah! Let's fight!
My steel-hearted friend speaks true. Give me one good reason, Magus, why I should not strike you down where you stand.
Dame Aylin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother Selûne, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years? You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature.
You did.
Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason.
It's over for you, wizard. You can't overpower all of us.
A pity you didn't prove a more reliable ally.
Oh, we don't need you.
You could have reaped the rewards of my good favor. I'd hoped you to keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible. Boy, at the ready. Once I've taken control of the Asimar, she must go directly into the caging runes.
Roland, don't.
No, Master Leroican. I would never have assisted you if I knew you planned such horrors. You lied to get the night song here. Made us all believe she was nothing but a relic. I have seen what true leadership can accomplish, but never under your tutelage.
Watch your tongue, you child. I could make it such that no wizard in the realm will touch you.
If they're all like you, I think that sounds like an excellent bargain.
Oh, face us, charlatan! We who detest you so!
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
Shit! Ow. Fucking goes for Gale straight away. What is this shit? So. Oh shit, Miklauer's an enemy. I don't want to kill him. We need to kill the Myrmidons. More than anything else. What should we do with Chihiro? No effect on constructs. They're elemental. Would Blight work on this one that's right here? It will if it hits, but... 8d8. Or rather, it will if it isn't saved. Still hurts if it is. Because, yeah, ice storms and things aren't a good idea. Yeah, we can start to move. We can move Jahira out over there.
No rest, be you wicked or wise.
But Blight has the advantage of being just a single target big smack that can start to work on these Myrmidons. Because those have got to be the first priority. I think Gale might end up dead. I don't know that he has the armor class for this business. There's no stacking of the Myrmidons, so yeah, single target hit was is gonna be the best thing to do. It deals an additional d8 per level. I don't know that that's enough to... I don't think that's a logical idea for upcasting, because it does 8d8 on its own, level 4. But yeah, this is the best idea I have as far as Jahira. Casting Hellish Rebuke. Gale, chuck a counterspell at that. Can you... Can't you use a... Didn't I put that thing on that lets you use a cantrip bonus action? What's your opinion of cold damage? Yep, it works on you. Missed anyway.
Well, so much for peace.
Now, do I haste Karlach or not trust that I won't have my concentration? I think my concentration getting disrupted is pretty bloody likely. I could climb up a ladder and hide. But there's just so many. That's true. I do have high AC. I'll go hide at the back here rather than climbing up a ladder. Use the offhand while we're here.
Light on my feet.
And then cast it. I'm gonna end the turns. See what the air Myrmidon
War
does.
is an old woman's game.
I suppose I should have healing worded Gale, but alas. I'm gonna smack Aelin. Rude. If an NPC dies, I just reload. It's not that big a deal. Karlach, get angry. Just like that, yes. And dwarven throw the Myrmidon. Kill? Kill. They've got the air. The air's there in the middle. Go with that. I suppose we could Nyrulna the ones that are... Yeah, that's probably a good idea, but can we? Path is interrupted. Can you not go here? Oh, shit. You're not going to be able to walk forward, apparently. Okay, she's sort of stuck there for this turn until these guys get out of the way. Because of that, you should just throw to people that are down here. So yeah, start Dwarven throwering on the air Myrmidon. Shame we can't go for the ones that haven't had a turn yet, but we are where we are.
1, 2.
But hey, she gets 2 more. The air Myrmidon is well and truly fucked. Karlak, let's just move you to the side so you're not in these guys' way. Oh, they teleport anyway. But I don't really want her to go backwards, so she can stay in the mix at the moment. Crank, don't... Good shit. Ranged attack on Gale. Oh dear. Not much. And a miss. So, the water elementals aren't going to be able to fight the water myrmidons. So the water elementals... First we're going to... Actually vulnerable to cold, the air one is. As the earth. Yep. Everything's fine, it's just the water elemental, I assume. Oh no, actually I don't see immunity to... bludgeoning or cold or anything. Okay, good. Got 2 of them now. You go right here. I'll still just quick save a lot in the hopes of Aelin staying alive. I mean, they wouldn't want to kill... Can she die? I thought she couldn't die. Hey! Well done! You can't quite make it to that one, but you can make it over here. Well, it doesn't cost their movement, does it? What does it? If they're ganging up on one, the first one should slam, the rest should multi-attack. Ah, well, we do have one acting soon. You're right. Oh, this just costs bonus action. Okay, well, let's go for the Earth one, because that isn't about to move, and then the other one can join. Alright, slam. It's chilled. What does the water merm do? Try cut words that. Don't think it helped. Gale's having an owie and the water myrmidon is up our arse now, but I'm still going to focus on the earth one. That's a start. Cast a spell so I can counterspell it. Miss. Oh. No! What the hell, Aelin? That is not heroic! Fuck me! I have no idea what to do with Gale. Netherese or Blast. That's a good idea. No. Gale's Saw. He should probably just drink his one healing potion. For his bonus action. But what should he do for his action? We should use something big, because he's got, Yeah. He can autos Irresistible Dance something, and then there will be a non-threat. Who moves next? The Earth Myrmidon? Can you do it to an Earth Myrmidon? He's going to get opportunity attacked if he does it on anyone except the Water Myrmidon. That's the problem. You can just use it on the Water Myrmidon, and we kill everybody else. Okay. Weirdly, he still gets attack of opportunity notice, but I don't think it can do that. I'm gonna have Gale back away into a corner. If I can.
Pawn to Cleric 4.
Alright, yeah, let's pretend that's normal. So it can't take actions, but it can do reactions? Garbage, but alright. Wait, do I have a bonus action for you? I mean, yeah, take the potion. That's not great. Roland's mage armor. Not mage armor. Roland's. Wait, did you do nothing else with your turn? Yeah, good job. What level are you? 10. Man. All right. So what does Transmuted to Steel give you? It's just harder to hit. And that's it. Because he's chilled, let's have the elementals go for him. Roland's mage armor is just worse mage armor. Oh. Huh. Good.
What's this?
Yep. Can you walk out of the way and then whack?
In position.
No!
Everything's going dark.
That's not great.
Blood comes easy these days.
But this thing can't do anything. It's just Laura Waken now.
Ready.
Does that work?
No time to slow down.
I'm heating up.
Yeah. Well, the point was to try and get away from that too close, but I guess it's not actually disadvantaging us because the dance is cancelling it out. But we would have advantage. Oh well. Well, there we go. Can you enraged throw on Loroaken now? That's Roland. Where's Loroaken? Too far. Well, let's just move you as far as we can move you.
Under their noses.
Now you should be able to, right? Nyrulna.
This'll help.
On his ass!
Always this same old song.
Never a dull moment.
Wait, do we have... Yeah, you can go slam him. Because you don't have multi-attack. The other one does. Honestly, poetic justice in, this guy getting beaten up by elementals, right?
Loroaken, you who would see me caged, you who would purchase my submission with profane gold. Let every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see. Dame Aelin is watching. She is indomitable.
Oh god, is
and when
she gonna
her
rip him
face
open?
lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by its beauty.
You ever read the TV tropes page called Good is Not Nice? Anyway, Gale was inspired by that. And I believe we can rob him now. Well, hang on, because Roland's here. Does he give a fuck if we start robbing? What is that? Trident of the Waves.
Let's march.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Did that spawn because it was dancing? I don't know. Okay, Roland doesn't seem to care about us taking things. Good, he shouldn't. Can we speak with dead Miklauer?
The corpse remained.
We can speak with dead Loroaken. I reckon he's gonna want to talk though.
These boots have seen everything. Open up.
What does the party have to say about what just happened?
The cub speaks.
Come on. Nothing?
What's on your mind?
Gale?
This is hardly the time for idle banter.
Right, you're still bothered about the book. We're not at Sorcerer's Sundries anymore. We're in a different part of the city, technically.
What's hiding here?
I don't know, but let's try all of the little ladder alcoves if we can, because they do seem to be self-contained. By all of them, I mean both of them, because there seems to actually only be two. What just happened? No, for real, what just happened? That was odd. Wizards of Note, Loroaken, I think I read that. Yeah. I mean, they might want to write about him now because his death is fascinating.
Loroaken is dead. The bastard is dead.
You own a tower now. You alright?
I am. Now that the bastard's in bits. Loroaken was a cruel and vicious man. By day, I'd tend the shop, but at night, he'd fire the most nonsensical questions at me. And for every one I answered wrong, he'd beat me. I could have killed him with my own two hands. But I kept thinking it was all a test. It had to be. I thought it was the price I had to pay to become a true wizard. I realize now he was just a sick, sick man.
He's dead now. It's over and you've won.
I have. With your considerable help. I see things clearly now. If I wish to master the weave, I must do it myself. Thankfully, I have everything I need. Right here.
I can see clearly now. I can see clearly now the douche is gone. You'll be challenged. I'm sure there are others who want this tower.
Let them come. I happened across a book on the tower's defenses, and they are considerable. I'll move Cal and Leah in immediately. Loroaken refused to let them stay here. They are gonna love the tower. I wouldn't have this, the tower, my family, without you. What can I do to thank you?
The city is under siege from the inside out. I need allies.
And you'll have me. I'll learn everything I can about the tower in the meantime, even if I have to rip this place apart.
Oh, I'll do that for you.
But know this. Ramesses Tower and its master are now your friends. And when the time comes, we will stand by you as allies.
Oh, stand by me. Book throne? Book throne. Anyway, Gale, I have some gear for you.
Lost in thought.
Probably.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Probably gonna make me disguise myself.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Fuck. Who's more powerful, you or your apprentice?
The corpse pauses, perhaps resisting the truth.
Right, how did you become the owner of this place?
Ramesses, gone. Open for the taking.
How did you learn to imprison the Night Song?
Ramesses' notes. Balthasar's magic.
Where do you store your valuables?
Lower floor. Magic repository. Vault key.
Any security measures I should be aware of?
Traps. Spells. Deathly to the touch.
I thought I'd be out of questions. How do I avoid them?
Magic can be dispelled.
Who's Ramesses?
Powerful mage. Spellmaker.
Where did he go?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes.
Ha.
You can ask no more questions.
How do you feel?
The firehead fool is dead. Yet as I stare upon his corpse, I feel sadness. Why?
I know something of sadness. Or at least the ballads do. What does it feel like?
A gripping in the chest. As though I'd lost someone. Something. Paladin's fatigue, no doubt. You were excellent in battle, as is your way. And I am proud to fight at your side. And you, tiefling. You did not embarrass yourself. I will catch my breath, then to camp I will bring my bones. Moon Maiden be with you. I will return to camp shortly. I just need a moment to...
What path lies
Be
before
inappropriately sad. I haven't missed anything above, have I? There's no way up that I didn't see.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Do you fucking reckon, mate?
Let us try not to trip headlong through it, yes?
Where is it? Right there. How would a wizard make their traps so only intruders would get hit by them? Some kind of magical identification, I guess. Does me putting his clothes onto Gale help there? Huh.
Here goes nothing.
That's
Why did that bring my water elemental? Sorceress Sundry's mystery door key. There's the best quarterstaff. Now I need to find out how to get into the dome. That's the one I hit. There's tons. He's also got an outside there.
Trap. Be cautious.
Well, he mentioned dispel magic. I don't know that we have that though. Where was that? There was something that said be warned, and I don't... Right then. Do you mean my spell list or Gale's? There's be warned. Well, it's outside. I'm not going outside just yet. My prepared spells or the overall spells I own? Could be a mage hand thing. Just go in there and throw it out of the barrier. Fuck off. Tasks for which I require aid. Sweeping out the main hall, removing Ramazith's personal effects from my chambers, placing such valuable tomes as the Annals of Karsus in the Karsus Vault for safekeeping, et al. If Miklauer cannot handle such simple matters, I ought to replace him with an animated armor or two.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Well, we've removed most, if not all, of the gas vents. I don't know what sets them off, but we've removed them. Outdoors. Counterspell. I mean, I can't cast that naturally. I have to wait for a prompt. Or are you being less literal? Because, yeah, we don't have Dispel Magic, which is what I thought it would be. Create or destroy water. Or just knock. Well, I haven't actually gone to the area yet. I'm just exploring everything, so... Dear staff, following from our meeting, be warned, officially, never to touch Loroakan's magic buttons within the tower. He alone knows which is where and why, and any mistake could prove quite deadly. May Vompta rest in peace. McLauer. Really? Come on. Fuck off. There's a weave button out here as well. I wonder... The only ones we've pressed are the ones that took me down there and the one that took me out. I wonder if it's more complicated than that. I think it'd have to be... Hello. Mage hand. Don't mind me. An alternate perspective of the weave. According to standard wisdom, the weave is comprised of the body of Mistra or the domain of Mistril, the threads collecting all of the creation to the source of magic itself. I posit to the intrepid reader that the truth is far more fascinating. The weave as we know it is not invisible at all. No, certain among us, whom I call seers, can sense the true nature of the weave as an incredibly fine but highly physical and edible substance left in our realm by spacefaring giants called immortums several eons ago. Each time we wield this power, creatures called weave devils consume these strands of weave, and their excrement is a powerful force we call magic. I know this will shock many readers, but I only deliver the facts as I know them, and as the esteemed wizarding community wants to keep from you. Well, that sounds like bullshit to me. A giant steaming pile of bullshit, in fact. Let's click this one, see what happens. Never had to use the spell since you have it naturally. Well, I have saves. Could be see invisibility, I guess. Or you just have to dimension door in. That sounds bad. Oh, no. I'm reloading. I don't want to be responsible for bombing the city. Go with C, invisibility. Ah, okay. Should have brought Shadowheart. Did you have that naturally because you took the Volo Eye?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Ha! Oh shit. Artillery!
Artillery.
Yeah! Well, can I just jump through this? Yes. So, they don't all send me to the... Hang on, what's this? Vaults!
Vaults.
Where'd my friends go? Because the one that I clicked on was this one, I think, but it might have been that one actually.
Security.
Well, I don't want to hit that one. That one sounds bad.
Below.
Below. I might have hit below.
Cleanup.
Okay. Let's click on cleanup and see what it does. It appears to do nothing. Cool. What was that?
Vaults.
Let's hit vaults. Oh, this is not where I went before. Can I go back up? I'd like to go back up. Yeah, okay, I'll just reload. So if you don't... So because I disarmed every gas pit, cleanup was neutralized. But otherwise it would be cloud kill the entire floor. That's the thing, yeah. Do the fireballs actually destroy something? I don't know, but I don't want to test it. That's something to Google, not something to Dougal. Okay.
If not over, then through.
Vaults was next. Yeah. Just out of curiosity and because I'm a fool, what does security do?
Security.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Security would be arcane cannons.
Bye forever, pal. Want to do it?
Man. I'm gonna go ahead and say no to that. Let's go below. Let's go below. What I might do is save and quit before the vaults. We'll finish the tower, but I think the vault is actually a part of Sorceress. From what I understand, the vault button leads you back to Sorceress Sundries, and then from the comment you made about how you exit the vault via Tolna's office, I think that's how you'll loop back out of this area. But let's finish this area first. So we'll do this. So below.
Can't slow down.
Can't stop, won't stop. Where is below? There's below. There's levers here now. Right.
No traps, please.
That would make sense. Oh, shit. Oh, These might be gale rolls. Oh, I made it. Let's bring Gale down.
Ah, excellent choice. Let's give this a try.
Failure is not an option. Gale, go be magely, please. Gale, I swear to fucking God.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
And here is Marco Heshkir. Arcane Enchantment. You gain +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. Arcane Battery. Alleviate the arcane burden of spellcasting. The next spell you cast doesn't cost a spell slot, so that's a free level 6. It has a spell built into it called Koreshka's Favor. I don't know what that means. It doesn't really describe what it actually does, but I can do it once per short rest. I don't have a cantrip attached, but I think we already have Firebolt naturally now, so we don't need it.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Koreshka's Favor is disgusting. Okay. But it doesn't tell me what it does. So I cast it now. Oh, it gives you options. Okay. Let's see. We have Sizzling Cataclysm. Resistance to acid damage. Your acid spells deal additional acid damage equal to your proficiency bonus. Ooh. 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 Why do we want Bolts of Doom specifically? Is it because of the Tempest Domain? And because, like, it won't work with our Fire Bolts, but it will work with our, lightning? What are we doing this lightning? Oh.
Mocktail.
Oh, this is funny. No thanks. Crackling with Kareska's lightning. This is lightning damage. Lightning spells deal. When it deals spell damage, it gains a lightning charge. When attuned to Kareska's lightning, it can cast chain lightning and lightning bolt. I have both. What the fuck is this spell?
What's inside?
Now every So every short rest I get 80 damage chain lightning and 48 damage lightning bolt using my two yeah, two channel divinities that recharge a short rest. Get these that reach I need to get in a fight like immediately. You know what? We should have snuck down here before we fought Leroic. So create water on them first. Well. To the vaults. Oh, it only moved me. We're all looped together, so... Oh. We've accessed the vault, now to find the Tharkiate. Cool! I have not been looking at this quest since December. Great. Okay, I did not know that was related, but that's good. Let's just move everybody into these vaults. I do have to finish now. But tomorrow... Not tomorrow. Tuesday is tomorrow we're playing Sea of Thieves. But next Baldur's Gate stream, we'll continue the vault part of this journey. So we can just have Jaheira cast create... Fucking hell. I wonder if these are all trapped too. Maybe getting everybody here was not wise. But anyway. I should probably short rest for Gale too.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Not perform. Song of Rest.
Respite does wonders.
There we go. Yeah. You were right, Sorcerer's Sundries does take a whole stream. Kind of. We were looking at the surrounds for the first bit. And we're not quite done with it even there, but I think we have a lot less remaining than we have done. But yeah, tomorrow and Sunday will be Sea of Thieves Gold and Glory, so I will be just making as big a group as possible and not doing story things. My hope is to unlock the Pirate Legend status, which I only have one faction left. I have no doubt that the time on Saturday and Sunday is enough if I don't even play today, but I will be playing today. So the question is whether I will start tomorrow's stream unlocking it, having already done the work today, or whether the tail end of that work will be streamed first. But wish me luck. Until then, fare thee well.